Hey guys, it's Dexter Wet again. I'm going to review my SL410 Lenovo Thinkpad one more time. This is the third video I'm making. I've taken a few improvements, I think, in my video shooting, so hopefully you guys can see everything better. I realize the last one was a little dark. So I've had a chance to play with the laptop. I just finished my thesis and I used this laptop to actually do most of it on, and running quite a bit of graphics software, and as well as statistical software and such, and everything worked great. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with some of the pros and then move on to the cons. The computer's fast. It's great. The transfer speeds are awesome when I'm using a USB transfer to either a memory stick or even my hard drive and such. It's really fast. I don't know if that's just Windows 7 or this computer, but it's fast. The internet, whether you're wireless or wired, I usually do wireless, I haven't had any lag. Like, I'm surprised at how fast it actually runs. Mind you, I do have the newest wireless N card. My router isn't a wireless N router, but it still seems to be very fast, which is nice. In general, the computer is really fast. I haven't really experienced much lag, and yeah, it's always ready to go. Another good thing about it is the build quality. I've seen other people mention in their review with their Lenovos and such that the build quality is great. It is. Lenovo has made an excellent product here. I can show you. They keep with their traditional business look. It's a really solid laptop. Like, I haven't had any problems. The fan runs nice and quietly. The keyboard has an excellent feel to it, a really nice, good typing feel. It feels natural and such. Lenovo seems to draw on a lot of their good stuff for this, and it really shows. Like, a lot of their business line put into this. It's nice. The weight is good. I wouldn't say it's the best feature. I mean, it's much lighter than my old Inspiron 6000, and it's still relatively light. I think it's nice and light. I mean, it's no like MacBook Air or anything like that, but it's still a relatively light computer, which is nice. Another thing is the fingerprint reader. In my previous review, I said I had trouble with the fingerprint reader. That's kind of gone away. I ended up re-scanning my fingers into it, and it seems to work a little bit better. I mean, there are a lot of times it doesn't, but I think that's largely me and the way I scan on it, so it's hit and miss, I guess. So the fingerprint reader has improved, I guess, since the last time I reviewed it. I like the look of it. I guess back to the build quality again. It's got the professional look. I mentioned in my previous review, it's got a nice matte black finish on it, the traditional Lenovo look, blue enter key, you know, just all in all, the trackpad's sharp with a red accent, and very professional looking laptop. This is definitely not a laptop you want to slap stickers all over it and such. It's something you want to show off at your business meeting. I really enjoy that. And speaking of the actual build itself, I want to give it better dimensions. I noticed in the last video you couldn't really see, so I'll just show you here. I'm going to across the screen in width. This is a foot. It's about 13 inches, and along the top is 9 inches. Another thing, someone mentioned the actual thickness of it, and I'm measuring it at about an inch and I don't know, about an inch and a quarter, I'd say. The ruler is a little worn out. So, nice, decent size. One thing about the 14-inch, it's really hard to find a case for it, at least right now. It's been around Christmas. I think a lot of stores have cleared out. 14 inch isn't the most common laptop size, so it's hard to find a case. What else, I guess? The volume keys. I really like the volume keys on the side here. Awesome. They're nice and easy to reach. I showed them before one other time. They're right here. Your volume, mute, your microphone mute. Nice, easily accessible and such. All the other media keys, like the play and such, are all here when you press the function key, which is quite nice actually too. It's easy to use, but it still requires two hands. The volume is awesome, and it's really responsive too. There's no lag when you go to change it. The other side here is nice, these lights and such. The Think Vantage button is great. I've used it a few times. You just hit it, gives you a one-stop shop for diagnosing all problems on your computer. The microphone, I want to mention something about that. It's excellent. It picks up sound like unbelievably well. I usually have my laptop closed when I'm at home. I have it hooked up to my monitor, And when I'm talking to someone on Skype, they can hear me through the mic that is closed on here. So it's very sensitive. I mean, you can adjust that, but it does work well. One problem is if you do have it closed like that, apparently the person on the other line, if the fan kicks in, it can actually cause a lot of noise to the microphone, but I guess the microphone does work well. I guess that's it for the the pros that I really see right now. I'm also going to show you the ports and such. Here on this side, you get your fan, you got a VGA port, here's an e-sata port, your Ethernet LAN hookup, HDMI, microphone, and speaker outputs and inputs. The HDMI, I started using it actually. I got a cable that goes HDMI to DVI, and I've been running that on my monitor. It's been great. I personally can't see any difference between the VGA and that, but there might be a difference to the fine eye, I guess. Another side here. Here's two USB ports. There's an SD card reader here. There's a wireless switch, a manual switch, which is really nice, especially if you start with your laptop and you're on a hardwired connection and you don't want a wireless one, and it decides to enable the wireless anyways. Well, this makes sure it's off. There's where you have power, DVD drive, and such. Nice in the front, you got a couple of your lights there, and the back is nice and clean with one USB port right here. The ports are a little in weird placement. I saw it in someone else's comment. I have to agree with them, having the one on the back, because I usually keep my laptop like this on the side of my desk, and I have to run my USB cable all around to the other side up at the front here, which is not cool if you're sitting at home and you want to dock it. Okay, so we go over the cons. People have mentioned, and I agree, the screen is very glossy. You could probably even see it in the reflection right now. A backlight behind you is no good. It's terrible. The screen is too shiny. You have to crank the brightness way up just to be able to see sometimes what you're looking at. I mean, still, you can do it. I'm not a fan of the glossy. It looks like you're looking into a mirror. So you have to be careful where you're placed. And that's the biggest con I found. Second con, I guess, is before I mentioned I got the blue screen of death. Well, I've gotten it a total of 4 times so far. Doing various things. I don't know what's causing it. But I've been using this laptop a lot lately in the last few weeks. And yeah, I've gotten it 4 times. So it's not very good. It might be Windows 7. I don't know. But all in all, a great laptop. Especially if you're looking for your first Lenovo and you don't want to commit to their huge prices that they have on most of their business line. This is great. It's great value. It's a cheaper price, and I think the price has even gone down since I've bought it. And they stick with their traditional ThinkPad look and feel. Honestly, if I didn't tell people that this was their introductory business line now, they wouldn't have guessed it. It's got that traditional look in it. So I hope you enjoy this review, and if you have any more questions, feel free to just send them out in the comments and that, and hopefully I can answer them as soon as possible.